I can't believe this is the last time in this seat, 17 years on the City Council, all of the things that we've accomplished together here. I'm going to miss it, but I walk away from this knowing that I've worked with a very good team over the years, and we have done some great things in this city.
I, Frederick Smalls,
do swear
that
I will support and obey
the
Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland.
Robert DePietro and others began encouraging me to run for city council, which I vehemently said, absolutely not interested in doing that. Well, 17 years later, here I am.
For 17 years, Frederick Smalls has dedicated his time, ideas, and energy into the community. Now, he's saying goodbye.
I feel like someone would feel after giving 20 years of their life to something and have decided to move on.
Fred Smalls is a man of service. He's made it his goal to preserve Laurel's African American history.
I quietly worked to sort of level the playing field here in the city, particularly during times with our police and residents who live or lived in the Grove area of the city, which was largely designated for African Americans. The amphitheater, as we're seated now, was the site of the first African American school, and we thought it was very important that this has a special use.
So, Mr. Smalls, we're here in the Grove community. Can you tell me how it's changed over the years?
This message board here just depicts a small piece of the history here in the Grove. The schools, the buildings, the Emancipation Day events. So now we have this glorious library here that brings our young people and other folks from around the community here. We want to make sure that when they leave, especially if they're in this park area, that they take a little piece of the history of this community with them.
Smalls pushed for legislation to change the city, but he's most proud of providing a quality of life for residents.
My support with the county and the city for the new Laurel Library. Those kinds of things I'm absolutely very proud of my involvement and my participation. This wasn't a legislative item, but the community garden that so many of our residents enjoy, that was something I brought to the mayor a few years ago and strongly suggested that we move forward with it. We did, and it's been extremely successful.
Smalls worked for 9 years on the board of directors at Laurel Regional Hospital. The last 3 years, he served as the board's chairman.
None of that could have been accomplished. I wouldn't even probably have been asked to the table if it wasn't for the fact that I sat here. This couldn't have turned out, in my mind, any better than it has. But the stores that we have here, the restaurants, you come here any given day, and there is a lot of activity going on here in this center. And that's what you want a city center to represent.
We have a lot of different restaurants here in the town center. Which one's your favorite to visit?
Thai, because I enjoy Thai food. The chicken restaurant here, but I've eaten at a number of them, and I haven't been disappointed in any of them.
Through patience, persistence, and perseverance, Fred Smalls played a big role in transforming the city of Laurel.
I walk away today feeling very, very proud and just feeling a sense of accomplishment. As I look around this city, that is the hometown of my daughters, as a hometown of my grandchildren, I can say with pride that I had some hand, I helped in some way to bring a certain quality of life to this city.